What up? It's D. Crinny here, ready to polish off the year of music with my top 10 of 2019. Before I jump into the video, thanks for all the support for the last few months. Please like, please subscribe. Hit that bell icon for your boy if you like, turn on post notifications so when I go live, because 2020 I'm bringing the reviews. Now my top 10 for 2019 really could have been stretched out. There are a number of albums that probably could maybe interchange a little bit, or this could have been 25. I think there was decent music this year, a lot of decent music. That's why I said it can stretch out, because I think a lot of music kind of overlapped each other and kind of could span in the range of kind of the same album, I guess you can say, at least for my ratings and how much I listen to them and things like that. But I just like to narrow it down to a top 10. I believe rating albums should be based off some form of criteria, or your top 10. I mean, everybody's gonna be a little bit different. And I just think there should be, just a bit of criteria. I do think the most important thing is how much you listen to a project throughout the year, how much you go back to it. I think that's quite important. I think there probably should be some accolades revolving around that artist per se. I think, a good project, obviously a good project isn't always shown, but I think there, it should be said for albums that have like smashes and things like that, good singles. It plays well with multiple groups of people. I think that's the music space. I think the music space should span. And if your project spans and you got hits and things like that, I think that matters. I really do. And then just how much personally, how much you like the album, things you like, sounds and things like that. Not to dwell on that, but yeah, that's basically kind of how I went with it. But then there was just some for me, it was just some standouts. I'm ready. This was one of my most anticipated videos I wanted to put out, the top 10 for the years. And, moving forward with my channel, I'm going to always be amped and hyped to do these. Let's go. We starting with 10. Number 10 is Dave East's Survival. Number 9 is Lana Del Rey, Norming Effing Rockwell. Number 8 is Lizzo, Cause I Love You. 7 is Billie Eilish, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? 6, Summer Walker, Over It. 5 is Old Dominion. Number 4 is Young Thug, So Much Fun. And my top 3 for 2019, number 3 goes to Ed Sheeran. Number 6, Collaboration Project. Number 2, Mike Posner, Keep Going. And number 1, if y'all saw the review, Anna of the North, Dream Girl. Now I just want to first announce some honorable mentions. Rick Ross's Port of Miami 2, Revenge of the Dreamers, Dreamville. This is nice. The Game, Born to Rap. Nice. FKA Twigs dropped Magdalene. And Angel Olsen, All Mirrors. Shout out to the artists that just squeaked out of my top 10. And honestly, it was a little bit tough for me. I've been dabbling back and forth with the top 10, really that final 5. I had my top 4 pretty much locked in for majority of the year, specifically the top 3. Or a majority of the time, especially since Anna and Mike dropped. I kind of already knew that was dropping. I've listened to Ed Sheeran all year. Dave East's Survival was, I kind of thought it was one of the top rap albums of the year. I thought it was just incredible. I thought it was just a great body of work, just fire after fire after fire. His debut, I didn't get to review it, and mainly because I knew it was going to fall in my top 10 somewhere. I thought it would sneak a little bit higher, but 10 is right where it falls in. Lana and Lizzo probably are interchangeable. I've listened to them, throughout the year, mainly just on the radio. They fall in, into your airspace so often, and then I just revisit the albums from time to time. Billie Eilish, just Bad Guy, the smashes on the album, so, All Good Girls Go to Hell, and then just her sound on here, just creative, just different. You can just look up the album. It's people love it, and I enjoy it too. Summer Walker and Old Dominion, I tugged with, maybe switching these around because I just thought Summer Walker really put on a show on this album. But Old Dominion just really gave so much substance, with one man band, and just the songs and the way they were performed and the band and just that cohesion. It was beautiful. Summer sung so well, and just the vibe on that project was just nuts. Young Thug and Ed Sheeran, and I'm not really trying to block them off as two, but just to kind of explain how they are so close. Some people just drop their top 10 and maybe don't explain, but albums are when albums are next to each other in the top 10 or something like that, you want to kind of know why one didn't fall above the other. That Young Thug, first listen, it floored me. I couldn't believe how good it was. I'm not a Young Thug fan at all. Really don't care for his music. I've never really cared for his music, but he makes hits. He makes good music, and this was just, really, honestly, it was just so much fun. It was so much fun to listen to. I listened to it in the gym so much, as well as the Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran just gave you, he kind of cheated. This is a collaboration project with a bunch of, just A-list artists just banging out tracks, but coming out with the title track. And then Cardi's on track 2. And then you got Bieber had the hit song, I Don't Care. And then you fall in, Meek's down there. You got her on here. There's just so much action. And just, it's, woo. 1 and 2 are pretty distant. I thought Anna of the North was the best thing I've heard all year, bar none. The energy, the sound, the substance, the singing. She really laces this album. It does kind of fall out my criteria as far as, you don't hear this on the radio. She's Norwegian. It's just, but there's just so many great songs on here, and it's just a sound that's just, it's so refreshing, so nice to hear. And then Mike Posner just really blew my mind with, first and foremost, the journey, and you have to take that into account when this guy made this project, is that he walked across the country, and just the inspiration on here, just so much meaning, so much thought, and just of his life, his blood, sweat, and tears, and his growth. It's all in this album. Yeah, but man, my top 10 was for me well thought out. I kind of feel like all these artists, impressed me in some way, shape, or form. Could some people have been swapped out? Sure, but I am very satisfied with this top 10. That's all I got for this one. It's D. Crenny. Thanks for watching. Sub up, like for your boy. I'll see you on the next review. Holla.